All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to part 2 of Reset Your Gameplay. This is going to be the Archers version. So, I hope you all are in the mood to play or learn how to play some Archers. I see we got Bodacious Potato having some success from last week. Who's here from last week? Who has tried last week's session on the ladder in practice against AI? Stuff like that. Isn't Archers just a worse version of the Cav Archers in this meta? Meta doesn't mean anything on like 99% of gameplay. Meta doesn't mean anything. Gonna have to rewatch last week's. Yeah, last week's was like my foundation. So obviously you're like 1800s, so you'll know a lot of the stuff that we went over, but it's sometimes good to just remind yourself of the fundamentals, even if you're good at the game. Like even for me, I played the foundation build, best build order for beginners, against ACCM on the ladder. He was like the first opponent of the day last week, and I just was like, okay, why don't I just showcase the build against him? And I didn't lose until late imp. So, yeah, I would say that was a success. Well, anyways, I'm going to be going through the 1 range and 2 range archers. So that, like, part 2 of the best build goes through 1 range and 2 range archers. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And, yeah, so we're going to watch the YouTube video. And then I'm going to showcase both builds against the AI. And then what we're going to do is select someone from chat, go through a little bit of sort of free coaching. Well, maybe we'll do 1 player from chat against the extreme AI today. Maybe that's what we'll do. We're going to be going through the build now. And yeah, so 1 range, 2 range archers. We'll start with 1 range, and we'll see. Curious about Aztec follow-up without knights? Well, you can always do eagles. It's kind of the same idea, right? It's like instead of adding stables, you just add some barracks, and then you go eagles. The economy's a bit different because you need more on gold and less on food. But the concept is sort of the same. Ready to go to 1800? Good, good. We learned archers are OP. Yeah, dude, they can fight skirmishers. How could they not be OP? All right. So what we're going to do is go up on, it was 21 here. I'll load it up on screen. Here we go. And it is this one. So we are going to do the same sort of build as what we worked on last time, the foundation build, but we're going to be making a barracks on the way up. And yeah, I mean, the Dark Age and the Feudal Transition is pretty much exactly the same, except for we have to have the barracks once we're up. And then we can get the archery, or we can get the gold mining camp a little bit later, right? So where do we go through that? Oh yeah, the feudal wood spending. So we want to be getting double bit axe as soon as we're up. And archery range. Those come in at the same time. And then as soon as we have 100 wood, we get the mining camp. And we should go horse collar with 1 range archers, because that's what we're going to do. So this is very important, this feudal wood spending order. Of course, we make houses when we need them. Once the archery range is up, we have constant archer production. And then, of course, we sneak in the farms every time we have 60 wood, and we don't need it for archers or houses. Then we sneak in farms. And just before we move out, then we need to stop producing farms, and we need to make the blacksmith and then fletching. And I do go over it. Where do I say? I say it at some point. Anyways, around 9 on food is when you make the blacksmith, and it usually works really well. Place the mining camp in dark. That's one way that you can do it. Sometimes you don't have the wood. Like if I'm going to lumber camps, then I might not have the wood to make the mining camp in the Dark Age, and then also have the archery range. So since you already start with 50 gold in the bank, you don't actually need to start mining gold until you're up, because you already have enough gold for your first archer. So you could go 2 on gold in Dark Age and float a little bit of gold, or you can just send 4 to gold as soon as you make the mining camp right away, and then 4 on gold is enough to maintain constant production. So either way works, but I like to put the mining camp in Feudal Age. Then you don't have to commit to it too. Then if your opponent, say your opponent is just going straight skirms or something, okay, well now you don't have to make archers. Now you can just decide to go scouts instead, or your own skirms, something like that. This is the first time I learned about wall shapes. Oh yeah, I've got tons of videos on walls at this point. Just go to my YouTube channel and type in walls or walling. I can even do it here. Walling. There we go. I have a specific video on that. Okay, let's do it. I'll probably make a save. This is against the extreme AI as well. So, we're just going to use Byzantines because they don't have any eco bonuses or anything. We have cheaper skirms, but anyways, you can use whatever you want. I'm not going to be pushing deer or anything. So, remember, just standard stuff. I don't even need to really scout properly. We'll just find our res. So you really like to stack your sheep like this. Sometimes they don't really stack super well, but anyways, it makes a big difference. I did some testing last week, and if you stack all 8 of your sheep, you gain around plus 50 food just for free compared to not stacking it, because your villagers just collect that much faster. It might not seem like a lot, but it is actually a lot. Seen pros idle TC to get fletching. Well, I mean, that's because they don't even understand. Like, they're getting the blacksmith too early because a lot of pros just play by feel. So, yeah. I mean, I came up with the making it once you have 9 on food by myself. And I mean, sometimes you do just need to have fletching. And, but I think you pretty much always have enough time to get it. So I think it's sort of not really necessary to idle TC unless you get taken off of berries or something. That can be bad. And then it's like, oh, you need fletching to take back the berries. But yeah, we'll just auto scout. We don't need the scout anymore. We found everything, I think. Oh no, we didn't find the boar. Find the boar. So 4 on wood. And then, I mean, the boar timings are just whenever you feel like around here is good. We like to have it before this sheep finishes. So if you've been efficient with sheep stacking, you do have to send a villager before this villager comes out. Then we just send a villager out. Our 13 out of 15 villager can go and build some houses by the mill. There we go. 1 and 2. And this hill's supposed to go out here. And since the wood line's like this, I'd probably start to work towards walls here, and then, you know, wall to here. And then, like, look, we can go like this. These walls are going to be really easy. So this is open in the back. You want to be scouting your walls here. We can even pause a little bit. I notice you're more active about scouting with your scout than your sheep. Well, no. Scouting with your sheep is good if you're actually playing a game. Like right now, I'm just demonstrating the things that are important. So sheep scouting is not really that important. It is good, but it's not the focus here. But yeah, here we go. So we want to be thinking in Dark Age about how we're gonna wall. We want to secure the gold, so we might actually go up on this hill. So I'm thinking barracks and ranges up here could be pretty good, or 1 range. We're going 1 range, but we're gonna want to have stuff pretty much walled. So barracks, we can leave a 3 tile gap for the range, and we want to have this walled probably down to the berries, and then just here, and looks like there is a couple of hills here. We can go on top of the hill, maybe to the wood line even. Could go to the edge. This is the backside here is the little bit more difficult to wall part. You know what we could do? Place a few walls like this and a few walls like this. So instead of going all the way out here, we just place a few walls and a few walls. That might even be better. Why securing hills is important. Yeah, so if the opponent gets army on the hill, they're going to be doing bonus damage, or they're going to be doing extra damage to units on the low ground. So if you build your walls, say, in front of this hill, then you can take the high ground against his army who's going to be down here. You're going to be taking less damage because he's shooting from the low ground, and you're going to be doing more damage because you're on the high ground. So, and it also affects buildings as well. So if you have buildings on the low ground, his melee units will just be doing a bunch of extra damage. So yeah, it is important if it's not too far out to secure them. If they're like, if there was a hill over here, it's not worth it to secure because it's too far. But yeah, the high ground hill advantage in this game is really important. Okay, so let's keep going. So we can get the mill, and we're just gonna have 4 on berries. The mill like that, and I might as well just wall this off since she's already there. We want to be walling. Remember, we would like to be walled pretty much before feudal age. So we could wall from the back there. I think like this is pretty good. We should probably get her to just bring in this though, so that we have it in when this rhino finishes. So we just send the next bill. Just got to be paying attention to that. It's not a big deal. It's perfect timing now. There we go, bop and bop, and then it's done. Okay, and we could even send another villager out this side to wall a little bit. Just wall to the hill. Can wall kind of in front. Should be good. There we go. And remember, we're gonna go up on 21. So here, we can go back to our build order guide here. Here we go. 20 to 21 villagers. So if we go up on 20 villagers, here, let me show that. Here it is. So 20 to 21 villagers. We'll go up on 20 here, but if you need to do 21, then go ahead. No problem. And yeah, here, is it really loud? So they're doing something outside here. Let me close my window. Someone's using the saw outside. There we go. That'll probably be better. Yeah, so we'll go up on 20 villagers. We're going to have 2 wood lines secured, so we might as well go 9 on wood on 2 wood lines. That'll be really good. And yeah, we'll go 4 on berries. That's pretty good. Rest under the TC. Finish the walling on the way up. So we have the checklist of things that we need to get done before we're feudal aged during that transition. And yeah, so let's do that. What you can do is make saves as well. We'll make a save once we're almost up. But yeah, so I'm thinking that just walling like this is going to be completely fine. And we'll wall out to there as well. And we'll have this wood line. Because we already have 2 vills out here, right? So it works really well to make another wood line here. These vills are already around here, so might as well. Yeah. Are we going to be able to go up on 20 villagers? We will see. We're going to want to have a few villagers here. There we go. Chop the corners. Should be pretty close. Just do a little bit of force dropping and we're up. Yeah, so if you don't have really good efficiency, you probably need to go up 1 villager later, or just don't wall as much as early. So, as soon as you click up, rebalance your economy. So, we want 9 on wood. We can get the barracks here. Just double check that that's walled. And their archery range can actually go here. Yeah, I think that's 3 tiles. No, that's 4 tiles. Okay, we'll go there. There we go. And so this guy will finish this barracks a little bit early. So he could do a few walls here. It's not a problem. Like if you're up against scouts, you probably do want to close your walls. So you'd want to go like that. This hill was a little far out. I could have gone there, but also it's not a big deal. Yeah, if the opponent comes with militia, then you need to have that scouted. I thought I had this guy on auto scout, but anyways, you would be scouting ideally, and you wouldn't get bamboozled by it. Okay, so one thing, I'm a little bit late sending my villagers out. You generally want to have 2 vills out here to do this, because you want to have the range, double bit axe. Okay, remember, review what you want to be doing for wood spending. Double bit axe, archery range, mining camp, horse collar. That's what we're gonna do. So we go back to this. We've got double bit axe. We've got archery range. Next up is mining camp with 4 vills. Really important to get that going. So you can go like this. These 2 vills can also go to gold. We'll place it there. It's just gonna be fairly efficient. And we want to make sure to have houses. Houses on your wall is always good. So we can have horse collar coming in. And now we have the wood spending order. Now what we have to do is, here, let's go back. So we've done our one-time buys. All the one-time buys are done. We're not ready to move out yet, so we're not going to get blacksmith yet. Now it's just houses, archers, and farms. Every 60 wood farms. We want to have constant production of this, and we just make houses. So that's all that we're focused on here. That's all we need to do. No gate. We can delete and then make a gate later, or just delete to go out. Gates are sort of a weak point in your walls, and they're kind of expensive, so you don't really want to buy them too early. We can just put archers inside the archery range when we're ready to go out. We can just ungarrison them. If we need them to shoot over walls against enemies, we just put them inside, delete a palisade, go out, re-wall. It's usually pretty good. Or these days they did make gates a little bit more sturdy, but still, they're kind of expensive at this stage and a little bit unnecessary for now. Okay, so let's queue an archer. Make sure that she doesn't take that back. Just put that in there for now. We're gonna just get them efficient. So we're out of sheep. It's time to add farms anyways. Farm. Go. And we just force drop that. There we go. Get those going. Here, we can even make another house here. There we go. You always want to fortify your walls with houses. And so it's really important to not delete your straggler trees. You can see how any villagers that are like awaiting the 60 wood to farm, they should be doing something. So they need to be chopping stragglers. Something like that. So this guy, we might as well have 5 on there. Then we can float a little bit for fletching. 4 on gold is enough to maintain archers, because you need like 3.5. But if you have 5 on it, then it's gonna be better. You can always use that force drop hotkey here. And if we need houses, we just make houses. Here we go. So around now is when you'd probably want to move out a lot of the time. Obviously, if we had scouting, we'd know what he's doing, but you know what? We're not focused on that right now. We're focused on the build order. So we get this. We can move out, keep the archers producing. Now, we don't really want to take any fights until fletching comes in. So this is where it gets a little tricky. This is, I mean, it's already tricky if you haven't really done this before, but remember, you can go save game from moving out with archers, just name it something. All right, I spelled it wrong. It doesn't matter. And we can just resume from this point if we want to later. Just shoot down this lion, no problem. We can just put that inside there again. Okay, so every 60 wood, we're still spending on farms. We can get a few extra houses now. There we go. Fletching is coming in. It's no problem. And making farms. We want to get to around 15 farms. That's sort of our goal. There we go. Yeah, make extra houses if you're not super good at making them when you need them. Just make them a little bit early. It's no problem. You could stop archer production as well. So I didn't really scout properly, but I know he's around here. Oh, I knew where his lumber was, so I probably should have gone there. Being a little too sneaky, right? So we're on 12 farms. We just keep making farms. Here we go. Make another farm. And now, we're going to micro. Oh, I guess his berries aren't here. Yeah, see, this shows why you need to be scouting, though. Here we go. So there he is. And he gets completely bamboozled. I come in from the back. We go for the vills that we know we can get. I could have gone for another vill here, but we definitely get her. There we go. So, see how I clicked my guys over here, and then I went back and made some farms. So I didn't need to look at my archers walking towards the lumber, or the mining. So his army is coming, so I just clicked them over here, and now I just come back and macro. So, that's 15, or 16. Okay, sure. He's got a big army that we can't fight. That means, let's, remember, here, let me pause. There's a few things that you can do, which I went over in the video. So I'm gonna, here, let me find, where was that? Yeah, here we go. It's this part. So when you can't fight the enemy skirmishers, he has archers and skirms. You can make your own skirmishers, you can make scouts, or you can go to Castle Age. Now, your own skirmishers, well, he's already got lots of archers and skirmishers, and I'm already full walled, and it's kind of later in Feudal Age, so it's pretty much time to go up, right? If you go scouts, he already has archers. The archers will just kill the scouts. It's not really going to work. Best thing to do here is just going for knights. Go up and go knights. Why fletching and not the other one? Well, armor doesn't really do anything for your archers if you never take damage. Armor is only good if you're taking damage, whereas fletching will give you range and damage yourself, and as a ranged unit, you want them to be just shooting stuff and not taking hits. So armor will just slow down your uptime to Castle Age. If you're taking straight up fights like archers versus archers, then you can consider getting padded archer armor, but it's not necessary. Yeah, range units getting more range is stonks. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. How do I protect but also attack? Well, that's where the walls come in. So, you can see how our walls are sick. If the opponent attacks, okay, we can put a tower here if we need to. We've got some chonky walls on the front. We can always put another house here, put another house here. He can never get in the front, especially if he's attacking uphill. If he comes to the back, okay, we market block, we blacksmith block, whatever. He can't do anything. I mean, yeah, he has a pretty big army, but he just didn't attack. Like a real player would be attacking earlier. But yeah, there we go. And so let's see. The best course of action here is going to be to go up. We have enough farms. We have everything that we need. All that we need is just to go up. So making more archers doesn't really do much for us. We know that the opponent has a bigger army as well. So our best course of action is just to retreat behind our walls. We can hit a crossbowman timing. But what we want to do after we see his army, let's just go back. We just go up, go back and go up, and we'll go into knights. We can just do that. We could even go like this. Oh, my auto scout. Look at that, double range skirmishers. Look at all the scouting I'm getting here. So we'll get one more vill and then go up. And might as well just reinforce here as well. And now the front, this area is super protected. Super protected. So we'll just force drop and go up. This will be open, so we can wall through the corners to fix that. Might as well get another one of those. So we have to remember our eco balance on the way up for knights. Very important. Yeah, you could do wheel. I could have done 35 plus wheel instead of 36. That would have maybe even been better. Once you have 15 farms, it's a good time to get wheelbarrow. I could have done that. Would have been probably better this game. It's not the biggest deal, but yeah, that's a good one to point out. And can get wheelbarrow on castle. Yeah, exactly. We can just queue wheelbarrow behind Castle Age. That also works. So, since we didn't play scouts, we need to actually buy stables as well. So, there's a few things that we want to buy on the way up. Generally, you want to get gold mining upgrade. So, that's 75 wood. You're always thinking about the wood spending. So, it's like, yeah, we could get the stables right away, but that's going to delay gold mining upgrade. We want to get gold mining first, because that increases our economy. So, making the stables early doesn't do anything, because you're not using them until Castle Age. Priority is getting gold mining upgrade. And, yeah. So, the idea is to get gold mining upgrade. Then, we can get 2 stables. We have horse collar. We have everything else. So, we want to save resources for archers here. And we want to have crossbowman upgrade and bodkin arrow. So we don't want to create knights right away if we can't make those upgrades. So first we're going to have upgrades for these because we're going to hit our timing attack. We might decide not to even do that if the opponent like kills our archers, we don't have enough. But if you have 9 or 10 archers, it's pretty worth it to go for this timing attack. So yeah, the eco balance on the way up for 2 stable knights. Remember, this is the same as the previous time. 15 to 17 farms, or 15 to 18 farms, whatever, around there. 9 to 10 on gold, and then the rest on wood. So whatever your economy's at. So this will be 8 on gold. We actually need to send a few more. So we'll send a couple from berries here. We're going to make 1 more archer. We don't really need archer armor because we're just going for an attack again, right? Is there a hole here? No hole here. So here he comes. But luckily, well, not luckily, we planned out the base so that he can't really kill us. So gold mining upgrade. We can get a stable here. We can get another stable in here once we can afford it. There we go. Well, he's got archers on there, so we just retreat from that. No problem. All right, well, his army's down here. So why don't we sneak out the top side? Why not, right? AI is a little bit stupid, so I don't even know what he's doing. He should be attacking the walls at least. You know, trying to do something, right? He's a little bit dumb. There we go. I don't even know what he's attacking. He's attacking random stuff. So, if you know his army's here, you go out the other side. And you just go for that crossbowman timing. We wanna wait for crossbowman. We don't wanna reveal. See, we've got some oh, AI tower rushes. Whoa. This guy's crazy. Alright. Well, to prevent him from coming in, we just make another house here. Or we could have done a... Actually, you know what the better play is? Is to make a market. So you market block, and then he can't do anything. Like, he can't get in, and the market is 4x4 tiles. So look at that. So we could... I mean, yeah. You should probably wait for your upgrades. Here, we'll just cancel that for now. We want to have that. I should have had padded archer armor, or I should have had scale barding armor a bit earlier. What we can do is get... actually, we can't really afford bowsaw. So in this situation, since he's got this big army, big pressure, instead of bowsaw, we want to get more knights out first so that we can clean this up. Yeah. So, basically, yeah, ideally we get bowsaw, but in this situation, we need to make military, and we can't get both. So, yeah, making more knights is going to be good. Once we have, like, 4 knights with +1 armor, it should be fine to take this out. So we'll queue a few more knights. As soon as crossbowman and bodkin come in, we're going to reveal these guys. And, I mean, we could have used crossbowman to push this back, too. There we go. So now we have our upgrades in. And now we just one-shot everything. So this is why it's important to have, like, 9 or 10. You need 8 to one-shot, but since your guys don't always hit, you want to have, like, 10 of them. And so, even if he has military, he can't really do anything. You can see how... Oh, well, I don't really know why he's sending his units like that. But anyways, they all die pretty quickly. There we go. So, we don't have any... We don't have armor. We do want to have +1 armor. You know, if you have to rebalance your economy like this, it's no problem. Just rebalance a little bit. You know, fix the rally point. From here, you're just reacting to what the opponent's doing. But, watch. Even without the armor, we will clean this up with just 6 knights. He does have a lot, though. Maybe not. Actually, he kind of has a lot. The armor's pretty important. But, remember, we still have these. Byzantine knights without bloodlines are kind of yikes as well. There we go. We can just park them here. It's a big, chonky army AI army. So, from here, I mean... Like, you could go for a siege push. You could do anything. The standard would be to add TCs, though. So, you want to be thinking about your TC locations from early. This is a pretty good TC location. We've got our hunt, we've got our gold, we've got wood, and we have map control. So it's not really unsafe to just send the villagers out here. If we're not sure where the opponent's army is, we can just send a few knights over here to protect for now. But it's actually completely fine to just delete this wall and go out. We can be like, let's get a TC there, and let's get a TC, you know, maybe even on the inside here. It's a good spot. There we go. So we can just camp some resources, you know, like camp the gold or whatever. I don't really know why the AI doesn't even patrol in. But anyways, like the knights just clean everything, as you can see. That's sort of what you're playing towards, is just that. So we get housed here because no reason. We're just making too much units. And don't prioritize villager production on Castle Age. Like, obviously you should have it, but if you're being pushed back, prioritize getting these knights out. It's gonna be better than making a villager. Like, get this attack going, and the AI is just completely toast now. He made a huge feudal army and didn't attack with it. Relatable. If you make a big feudal army, you need to be attacking the whole time. You can't just like sit at home with it doing nothing. So, yep. Basically, you just raid everything. Try not to go under the TC, and try to kill spears when they're by themselves like this. But, yeah, you're just sort of making units and booming. So at this point, we're basically booming. We'll work more on booming in, I think, part 4? Or is it next? I think it's part 4. So, basically, like, from this point, you'd just be adding farms. It's a lot more complicated to have 3 TCs for the boom. So, yeah. I mean, the deer TC is pretty nice. We just take those. Generally, you'd want to stop military production. Once you have enough military to just dominate, you just try and keep it alive. And you just, like, boom. So, since we need 18 on farms to maintain 3 TC production of villagers. So, we have 22 on food. These are on hunt, which is even better, but it's not as consistent with the drop-offs. We will need to add more farms before we can really keep the knights producing. And so we're floating lots of wood. All this wood should be spent on farms. So ideally what we would do is even just making a mill back here and just making a bunch of farms is completely fine. With auto farm, you can make them super fast. So what I did was, if you like, say if you have some wood, if you hold shift while it's on top of a mill or a TC, you can just place them and it'll automatically place them. Now, sometimes it places them poorly, like outside, so you have to be careful about that. But that's how you would do it. Now, the AI will basically just, should resign pretty soon because he's completely dead. Remember, this is extreme AI, and he had no chance. This AI had no chance. Now, to clear this tower out, like, see how I didn't even care about clearing it out? It's not even important. But you could just send a few knights to clear that out. Like, yeah, you'll take a bit of damage. You can always make a monastery to heal them. It's not really a big deal. Like, AI has no chance if you can master this build. You don't even need to master it. Just do it, right? Like, so yeah, look. The watchtower is doing some damage to the knight, but it's not really that much. It's like 3 damage per hit. I will just send a few more guys, and we'll be able to get through. So it'll be no problem. And yeah, I'm not really sure why it's not resigning, so I think we'll just call it here and move on to the next one, because he is completely dead. So we just quit out. There we go. And so that was one range archers. One range archers is basically the more defensive play, which works really well with the foundation that we worked on earlier from the previous session, because we're just walling this. Now we're making archers and going for a little attack later in feudal age, or sort of early feudal age, mid feudal age, you can say. What we're going to do next is going for 2 range archers, where we're just spamming archers and we win in feudal age with this. That's the idea. So let's go for that right now. So let's showcase that. Okay, so same idea. Except for with the 2 range play, we go up a little bit later to the feudal age. And we also don't have to wall fully. So So we can wall a bit, but we don't full wall. So just same as usual, we sheep stack. Sometimes they just don't move where you click them to, but such is DE pathing. There we go. And we want to be finding the gold, so there's the main gold. It's a bit forward, but that's okay. It's not on a hill this game, so it's a little easier to secure, you can say. It's not at the bottom of a hill, I should say. There we go. All right, so what else are we looking for? We're looking for a wood line. We know the wood line's back here. The berries are here too. Wow, this is a pretty open map. Dang. Normally these desert maps are fairly closed. So I'm thinking we could go to the stone and then down to here, or we could just res wall. It's kind of unsafe though. I think we should probably go to the stone and then down to here. That'll be good. And then this side could go to the edge, but then I would want to be going to here. These walls would be pretty big, so I'm not sure if we can really do that safely. So remember, it's the same build. 6 on sheep, 4 on wood, and that's what'll be good. There we go. What is this match objective? This match objective is to make 2 range archers and do as much damage as we can in Feudal Age. So the previous one was 1 range archers, which is going to give you a better uptime to Castle Age, and maybe you hit crossbowman timing a bit better. This one is going to be doing damage in Feudal Age if you guys like a little bit more early pressure. Okay, just bring that in. And so we're at 13 out of 15. We're going to want to get a house. Can't really go wrong with making them by the mill. We can start adding more here. Oh, we got a Stuckville. Just got to fix those sometimes. And on this map, we're going to wall this in. So it's too far forward. We're not going to be able to full wall it. So placing the mill 1 tile away and just making some palisade walls like this is good. So we'll get to our 4 on berries. Why don't we just get to that now? And then we'll just wall them in. And look at how few extra walls we need with this. Okay, this guy just didn't even go in. Come on. There we go. Like something like that. We need 2 palisade walls to wall that off because we placed it 1 tile away. If we placed it against it, we would need 2 palisade walls on this side and like 4 on this side. I'm puzzled on why the AI decided opening Persian archers. Well, yeah, so true. All right, so we want to be making sure to bring this in. We are going to need another house. So what we can do, since we want to have some semblance of walls here, we will use one of these to build a house on top here. And we can just go to here. We like having access to the stone if it's there anyways, right? Might as well. Okay, take these. And yeah, I mean, he can build those and then finish them. Might as well, right? Then militia won't be able to get in. If he wants to come in, he has to come from this side. And it's going to take him a long time to go all the way around to here. If he goes this way, well, okay, we can just resource wall that. That's probably what we'll end up doing anyways. But this wall is worth it here. Because, yeah, it prevents a lot of attacks from coming in this side. We'll probably need to tower on the gold. But yeah, we're going to go all out of offense here anyways. So it should be good. Did you do an FC run or that's next? No, FC. I don't have any builds for just like FC. So let me show you guys what we're doing here. Where does it say? 2 range archers. Do I have them all written somewhere? Here we go. Let me load that up. Browser full. So we're going to have 11 on wood on 2 lumber camps, ideally here. Because it's 2 range archers. So we do need to secure that other wood line anyways, which we'll do. It's in the back. 3 on gold on the way up. That's going to be important for 2-range archers. It's not like 1-range where we can just build the mining camp once we're up. We need that on the way to feudal age. 4 on berries, just 3 on sheep is just... This is for 22 villagers? At least 21 maybe 22 pop, 21 villagers. Yeah. You can have a bit more villagers if you need to. But yeah. We'll get to that after. So, let's just get to what we need to do. So, if we're on 18 villagers, we can make sure that there's 4 vills in the queue. And then we'll go up. So we sort of do want to have this wood line. It's pretty gross, though. So I think we can put it here and wall to here, potentially. We don't want to have big walls, though. We're just going to need to resource wall it in. So that's fine. If your mill starts to get overchopped, you can just build through the corner like that. And we can just go here. It's not a big deal. It's going to be easier to protect. We could have put it here, but either way. And we're going to get loom. Is this strategy weak to anything particular early on? Well, yeah, if you don't have your resource walls, then you can encounter some problems. But yeah, archers do kill everything. Against scouts, you just need to wall. If your opponent's going like forward skirms or something, that could be kind of annoying. Okay, so we'll get some more over there. 1, and then remember, it's 11 on 11. So we're going to have 6 on this one and 5 on this one. There we go. So see, he has militia. So against militia, you definitely want to make sure that you're resource walled. So he's going to attack this because he's a little dumb. But that's going to give us time to get our resource walls up. So we just go like this. Go like this. There we go. No problem. Okay. Yeah, AI rushes these days sometimes. So, if I know his militia are here, I should be able to get villagers to the gold and resource wall in. So that's the idea. So we want to make sure to have 3 going to gold here. We can just repair that. And we just go to here. Boom, 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 and boom, boom. There we go. So, we mustn't forget the barracks as well. We can put the barracks here. Ideally, we want to work towards walls here as well. Palisade walls have less HP in this age, so you gotta be careful about that. There we go. I never really scouted, but ideally you'd be scouting once you have the build down. There we go. So he's attacking the walls. He's basically doing nothing. Yeah, I have to repair it once in a while, but it's not a big deal. Really not a big deal. And this will delay his uptime to the feudal age because he just spent a bunch of res on this. And that's great. That's great for me. So we're going to be making 2 ranges. As soon as we're up, boom and boom. And ideally, we just force drop everything and get double bit. So yeah, let's take a look at the video again. On feudal age, or wood spending art on feudal age. Double bit axe, 2 ranges. I mean, I did that in opposite order, but it's fine. You sort of just want to have both of them at the same time, and then it's sort of the same as the 1-range build. This is sort of building off of that. Houses when needed. Now we have 2 archery ranges that need constant production, and then farms every 60 wood. It's all the same concepts for feudal wood spending order. It pretty much always comes down to this: houses when needed, archers, or if you're going scouts for a while, although you do stop scouts after a certain time, so it's a little different, but then farms every 60 wood. Very important. Isn't it better to attack the house? It's weaker and pricier. Yeah, it is. What if he follows up with skirms and archers? Yeah, full archers will be good for a while, but if he's archers and skirms, you might just have to go archers and skirms yourself. So that's completely fine. That's one of, basically, if you're going to go 2-range archers, that's a time where you're not really able to go to castle age. If he's on archers and skirms, you don't really want to just add in scouts because the archers will just kill you. So that's a great time to just add in your own skirms. He'll be late on archers, though, after the rush. Exactly. So he's going to be late up. So if he wants to go for skirms, well, he's already spent a bunch of his food on militia, so he doesn't even have that much food anyways for skirms and armor and fletching and all that. So honestly, the archers will just kill even the skirms for a while. So yeah. Is this a viable strat for Franks? I mean, Franks can do anything. You can open with archers. You could even do crossbow timing and then add in knights afterwards. That can be really good. If you force the opponent to make counter archer units like siege or skirmishers, and then you just follow up with knights, they just get owned. Why do such a late up though? Well, yeah, I mean, I'm up on this late so that I can have 2 range archers coming in. You just have to go up this late for 2 range archers. Now, this late uptime is probably not going to work on the highest level, but on most levels, this is going to be fine. You just resource wall, especially against something like a Drush, he's going to be up late as well. It's perfect. I feel like this is the time in game where low-level players make the biggest economy mistakes. Yeah, exactly. So that's why you got to follow the wood spending order. Really important. So, yeah. We want to get to 7 on gold as well. And do I write that anywhere in the build? I must write it somewhere. Where did I write that? Did I not write it down? That's kind of weird. What was I thinking here? Did I write it at the end? Anyways. I probably just say it and don't write it. Anyways, it's 7 on gold. So we want to make sure that we queue villagers to gold. The idea behind having 3 on gold on the way up is that we do float a little bit, so we can get to 7 on gold over time. So these 2 vills end up going to gold. So we'll just shift you those there. And we'll just make sure that that's repaired. We don't get horse collar with this because it's too expensive. Classic scout under the TC. Don't worry about it. Dude, this enemy is pushing deer as well. So if he starts to come over here, we'll just re-wall. Otherwise, for now, we can just chill with it. We actually want to have a house as well, so let's just get it there. 1, 2 archers, and that's 7, right? Or that's 6, right? No, that's 7. Okay, perfect. So every 60 wood, we make a farm. And we just push them away with these. We just push them away. We can get a house down here. So we want to work towards walls in the front. We push them away with these. We want to, remember, the blacksmith timing is 9 on food. So the earlier we get our farms down, the earlier we can justify going for the blacksmith. Just make sure that we have everything queued here. There we go. And we don't really want to use gold vills to build stuff anymore because, well, we need all that gold income. It's pretty tight. There we go. And yeah, we're just chilling, making units, making sure that we're adding farms. Like, I don't even have to move the screen. I'm just queuing stuff. There we go. 9 on food. That's the magic number. All right, 9 on food. This is where we get that blacksmith. This is where we get that blacksmith once we can. Here, we can even use this fill. There we go. 150 res. Beautiful. We can go for a house and another house here. But first, we'll go for archers. So archer and villager. There we go. And then we go for the house. Nice. Look at this army. It's a nice army. We can move out with it even. Let's move out. See what he has. There we go. And maybe a house and a house. House and a house. There we go. We cancel one of these. There we go. It's not a big deal, you know, if we have a little bit less gold, then we definitely want to have fletching on the way forward, so you just make that decision. So now remember, okay, now we're back to spamming farms. So yeah, we want to get up to 15 farms. Exactly. Well, I mean, I'm only floating food because I'm a high-level player. Like, this build is not designed for high level. It's designed to be easy to execute. And then you can do faster uptimes if you use your Civ bonuses or whatever. But this is going to be enough to get started. This is definitely a good build for just generic economy, and especially for more beginner players. Like, don't try and rush the uptime. If you try and rush the uptime, you're going to have a bad time. All right, so this is where we might make a save as well. So attacking with 2 range archers. There we go. So what do we need to do? We need to be making farms, finishing the walls. Look, we didn't even start with walls, but we've been slowly adding them, and our base is looking kind of getting secure, right? It's looking pretty good. So we can add walls while we're adding farms here. So we want to be using these archers to do damage as well. So we know his gold is here, we know his wood is here, and we know berries are here. Let's go to the gold, because that could be good. We go around this side and then go to the gold. We don't want to go through the center. That's where his army is probably going to be. We sneak around this side. So here, let's unpause. Let's go here. And we can wall this. We can wall this. And we can wall this. Always shift you back to your resource. Make archers. Make farms. This front is overchopped, so we're gonna have to just fix this. There we go. All right, we're here. And boom, boom, boom. These guys are gonna die. So we're being attacked. He's got his scout. Looks like he's not committing though. So we'll just send our units here. Okay, so that's dealt with. And now we're doing big damage. His army's out of position. I don't even know where his army is. But, like, he didn't wall. I mean, we might as well go after the... yeah. This guy's up 8, but we might as well go after him. There we go. And guess what? The reinforcements are enough. If he attacks me, the reinforcements are enough to not die. Opponent is just on stone. Like, dude, opponent doesn't know what he's doing. Extreme AI, more like extremely stupid. Because I don't really know what his plan is. All right, second wave of archers. Let's go. So we just keep adding in farms. You know, you could sneak in horse collar here if you wanted to. I don't really care too much about that. We got 14 farms. Dude, he's fast castle. All right. What was he trying to do? Fast castle war elephants? That's kind of crazy. All right, well, let's, he is Persian, so he can have better knights. I probably want to get out a little bit, but these villas are just too juicy, right? Just go for villas. If he's going knights, we could just add some spears, right? I mean, that's kind of a disaster. He's running towards the village, or running towards the archers. That's fine by me. His tower seems to be bugged. It's not even shooting. But yeah, against this, you can keep the pressure. Unless he has a lot of knights. But if he goes knights, that's why we're walled. This is why we're walled. We could go back and just defend behind walls. But we do want to go up. The safe way is to go up. Oh, I mean, he's just going to GG. Dude is trying to drush FC. Dude is trying to drush FC. Like, what was the AI trying to do here? I don't even know. But anyways, as you can see, you can just win in Feudal Age with this. No need to go Castle Age. If you guys want to have quick games, lots of high impact action with these shooty boys, do this. Do this. One range archers is gonna be, okay, you know, you wall, you make your archers, you hit the crossbowman timing, make some knights, and boom. There's some steps to it. For 2 range archers, you make 2 ranges, you make archers, you go attack, and you win. That's the plan. And, of course, you're still managing your economy properly, hopefully, and then you know, you can still get up to Castle Age and hit with crossbowmen, but you're gonna be winning a lot of your games like this. If you're like 1400 below, you're gonna be winning lots of games just with this. If the opponent is walled, it does change things a bit, but I mean the AI works towards walls, but they don't know what they're doing with walls. Like they're a little bit crazy. Dude's trying to naked Drush FC. No walls. What do you do if you pull up with archers and he's full walled? Yeah, so if he's fully walled, I mean, you need to be scouting that with your scout. You shouldn't go to his base and not know if he's full walled, because you should just have scouting of his base using your scout cav. So, but if he is walled and you do, like, say you lose your scout, if he's full walled, you can stop archer production and you can just try and go up. If it's just palisades, the crossbone can kill the walls. If he's just full walled with no military, he might be up fast. It really depends on what you're going to be up against. But yeah, against walls, you can still camp wood lines and stuff. You can still camp stuff that you can shoot from outside. I think this build order is easier than the night push on Castle Age. Well, straight knights is going to be easier. The unit control is the hard part with archers. Well, I mean, the eco management can be hard as well. I mean, I did go through all the steps that you need to do. So with some practice, you'll make it a lot easier. If once you practice it like 5 to 10 times, then you're not going to have to think as much about it. But yeah, full wall by the time the archers get forward. I thought walling in Dark Age was bad these days. Well, I mean, it can be good. I think it's good to be full wall before you reach feudal age a lot of the time. How do you pivot out of this in Castle and Imp? Yeah, so for Castle Age, you can add in 2 stables knights. So what you do is you can go for crossbowman timing, aka add crossbowman and bodkin arrow instantly. Never make another crossbow unless your opponent makes knight counters. You go 2 stable knights on Castle Age, and you're just spamming knights. You spam knights, and suddenly now you have crossbowman knight, and you're unstoppable. And obviously, depending on your civ, you should play towards your civ strengths in the late game. What do you do if you're facing a camel civ? Well, I mean, if you have crossbowmen kill camels, and then knights kill everything else. Crossbowman knight is really good because, yeah, camels don't kill that at all. Camels don't do anything against archers. So, this is actually a really good play for a civ that it likes to do knights in Castle Age, because then you have a counter to every knight counter. Knight counters are monks, pikemen, camels. All of those units die to crossbowmen. How do you handle full upgraded skirms in feudal age? That's what the walls are for. That's when you get your walls down. Opponents spamming skirms, I'm going to spam walls. Skirmishers are going to do nothing against walls. And you could also add a stable. If the opponent's full skirms, you add a stable for scouts. So I do say that in the video as well. You add a stable. There's 3 options against skirmishers, because that is going to be your biggest foe, is skirmishers. You can go your own skirmishers, you can go scouts, or you can go Castle Age, depending on the situation. You don't have to fight his skirms. Exactly. Just run from the skirms. Chill behind your walls. Go pivot to crossbowman timing instead. He makes 3 million skirms. He's never up to Castle Age. You get crossbowman time, crossbowman kill the skirms. No problem. Castle drop them. Well, maybe. Yeah, it's going to depend. Still practicing the Dark Age to feudal age as fast as possible. Is the average time to go dark to feudal age? Well, I don't know, but I mean, fast as possible just means worse economy as possible, though. So, like, fast uptime isn't everything. You need to do as fast as of an uptime for whatever strategy you're doing. Like, super fast uptimes are great for scouts, but for archers, going up too fast means you might not be able to actually afford stuff. You sort of want to mass with archers as well. If going up to castle is ever worth taking bills off farm. Yeah, it definitely is. Because your farms will expire anyway. So even if you take some vills off farms, the vills that will be on a farm that expires, they'll just go to an empty farm after. So, you know, you will use the farms eventually. As soon as you click up, you want to rebalance your economy for what you're doing. So if you're not going to do stables for knights, you don't need as much food economy. If you're just going to be playing archers or even cav archers, you don't need so much on food. So you just transition some of those to wood, maybe some to gold. Like, I could get another mining camp here, and I could have, like, 13 on gold. It'd be no problem. So, there we go. So anyways, that's how you would play these 2 things. Oh, I only lost 1 guy. So, next up, what we're going to do here is select someone from chat, and I am going to go through it against Extreme AI. So let's get right into it. And so, yeah, I'll walk you through a little bit. Obviously, Mayans, it's a little different because we get Loom at the start. But yeah, I'll let you just control everything, and I'll give you my opinions here.
Awesome. No, sweet. Thanks. Yeah, really, it's great that I was able to, have this opportunity.
Yeah, you got lucky.
Really cool. Yeah, I did.
Here we go. It'll load.
Against
there you
Armenians as well.
Classic Mayan start housing. Yeah, you got to start with Loom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That was a little embarrassing, but
No problem. No problem. It always happens.
All right.
It happens to me as well. Cool. So yeah, we'll queue villagers in behind that. There we go. We always want to make sure that the TC's running. Try and keep an eye on it. And you always want to keep an eye on the global queue, like in the top left. Just it's good to just look there. It's where the resources are as well. So you want to be making sure that you're spending properly for that as well. So we're gonna be going up on 20 villagers or 21 with Mayans. Yeah, I mean 20 villagers is probably fine. We have extra hunt with Mayans because Mayans hunt lasts longer. Well, Mayans all resources last longer. So having extra hunt just means that you have more of that longer lasting resource. So we should be okay with going up on 20 villagers, which will be 21 population. So for the sheep, we want to be stacking them a little bit better. See, we have 2 shepherds just not doing anything because they can't really get around that. Yeah. So we want to position the sheep properly. There we go.
Yeah.
Nice. Big wood line in the back. That's pretty useful. So one thing about this map is that the main gold is pretty exposed. So we will maybe have a hard time securing that, but your wood line will be easy to secure. So we can actually put two lumber camps on this wood line eventually, but just walling from here, maybe even to the berries, would be probably the best way that you'd wall. Yeah, but we'll work on that once we get to that point. I think we are still lacking some of our sheep. I think the sheep are still somewhere.
I've not managed to find any. Hang on, maybe they're usually around. Yeah.
So next villager can go bring in the boar as well. It's a pretty good timing for that. And let's queue vills. Yep, perfect. Nice. There we go. I don't think the AI really steals your sheep super early, so I think it's probably fine. Oh, there they are.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh.
There. Perfect. Yeah, and the house position is fine as well. Nice. Great. So just put your Eagle Scout on Auto Scout. We're not gonna use it for a while.
Yeah.
Let's just focus more on the build. So, there we go. Aha.
There we go.
And the mill with those 2 bills. There you go. So there's a new hotkey that they added into the game, like, well, a little while ago now, the force drop-off hotkey.
Yeah.
It's super useful. So there's another button where you can drop off resources without having to just click your town center. Should be
wait. What's the hotkey for?
Here, it's I don't know what the default is, but it's if you look on the UI. Oh, here, select. Do you have a Vill selected or Here.
I do at the moment.
Okay,
yes.
So
there we go.
Yeah, you can kind of see there's a force drop key there. I don't know what it's bound to by default, but default is A. Okay, people are saying default is A, but
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, you'll see if you try it out here. So here, I'll unpause.
Yep. There we go. Okay, awesome. No, that's
it's
cool.
It's super useful. Then your villagers.
So useful.
yeah, it's great.
Oh,
there we go. Yeah, well, 4 on berries is good. Yeah, there we go. Nice, and we can bring in the other boar. Oh yeah, perfect. You'll probably have to take another sheep just because this next boar will be a little bit late, but that's fine. You can just shift queue your villagers to goose. Yeah. There you go. Nice. The important thing is to keep your villagers working. It's okay to have some decay on your animals as long as the villagers are working the whole time. There we go. Nice. And we'll have to make sure to remember to build a house here once this boar is down. There we go. Oh, close enough. There we go. So make sure to build a house.
Yep. I guess.
Slightly late, but it'll be okay. And so you should fix your berry villagers as well. So that one berryville is just not really collecting from a good spot. Sort of collecting from the back bush. There we go. And here, I'll pause a little bit. So we can actually start walling. See how we're floating lots of wood? We should be walling sort of how we want to wall. One range archers is a little bit more defensive, so we want to have our walls up pretty quickly. So we want to get that forward wall. We can wall the gold, maybe even to the edge of the map, and then to the TC, something like that. The berries on this map, they're pretty far forward, so I'd probably just resource wall it, just like 2 palisades on each side or whatever. Should be pretty good.
We're going for our lumber camp now, right?
Yeah, so second lumber camp as well is going to be good. We'll have second lumber camp with 9 on wood for 2 lumber camps. And yeah, that should be good. But yeah, getting the walls up, ideally mostly made before feudal age, is going to be perfect. So yeah, we want to just use a couple vills, even 3 vills to wall, as long as we have enough food to go up. If we don't have enough food to go up, we just make 1 additional villager and it'll be fine. And yeah, so I'll unpause here. There we go.
And
yeah. And this last piece can just be deleted. Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
And now all the rest are just going to wood at this point, right?
Yeah, exactly. We just want to get to 9 on wood. So that one last villager to wood. Looks like we won't quite have enough food to go up, so I'd just make 1 more villager as well.
Okay.
It's close. It's close. Yeah, there we go. And we'll have enough food here. It was just efficiency issues. And just make sure that your boar villagers are queued to geese, so that once they're done collecting, then they just go automatically. So you don't want them to be standing around here.
Yeah.
That's why we don't have enough food to go up. So if you use the force drop-off hotkey on everything, even on the berries, then it's really simple. Okay, so we want to have... Yeah, we have 9 on wood, or you can get him. We want to make sure that the walls are down, though. So we want our... Yeah, walling, just connecting these 2 wood lines is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that works as well.
Okay, no,
yeah.
We'll go for that then.
Yeah, here, we can just delete these. Yeah, exactly. Because that will... It's sort of a little bit less. And then that allows us to wall to the back over here.
We need our barracks, right?
Yeah, so I'd probably go over there with walls as well. And then, yeah, good barracks spot on the front is always pretty nice. And yeah, we can queue 1 villager behind feudal age as well, just so you don't forget.
Yep.
It's just always nice to have. And I like that you queued a house beside the barracks as well. That's perfect. Nice. And so we can resource wall. Like, I'd resource wall this villager because he's sort of on the outside.
Yeah.
These 2 vills don't need to be coming forward quite yet.
Oh.
They can just chop the straggler for now. Just here.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice. So now you can get the range. It doesn't need to be too far forward. I'd probably honestly build it like there.
Oh, okay.
Or there. Yeah, either one. Okay, so all these villagers under the TC just go here. Here, let's pause. So you always want to be shift queuing your villagers that are under the TC. So they were collecting sheep. If you just shift queue them to stragglers, you don't have to think about them again. So you really don't want them to go idle ever. So just always shift queuing them. Also, so we need double wood axe, and we need to send villagers to gold right away. So 4 of those villagers that were under the TC need to go to gold.
Yep.
Ideally, you don't select any weak ones, but luckily Mines doesn't really have super weak vills because you get loom right away.
Indeed.
Yeah. So really just any 4 can go to gold, double wood axe, and yeah, we do want to finish this wall. So like archery range to the gold. You can use houses, you can use palisade walls, just a mix of everything is going to be fine. Right. And then we also want to have horse collar with this as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we'll just be making farms. So yeah, I can unpause right now. There we go.
And so
yeah. Nice. Perfect. And we can fix this villager as well.
And there's the one back here. Oh no, yep. It's coming.
And we can have constant archer production and villager production. Here we go. So let's get our farms down too. There we go. If we're ever floating 60 food or 60 wood, we need farms coming. And we're also going to need houses as well. So make sure that you're incorporating houses into your wall.
Yes.
Villager production.
The best one. Yeah.
Yeah. You can always queue a few villagers if you're having troubles. But yeah, always villagers.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. And archer production. And also we can keep we can make a house actually like this, or not there, but like this,
yep,
through the corner. Exactly, and then another house here, and then you don't have to think about houses for a while. It's really useful. And yeah, so we can just keep making farms. Oh, we never fixed. There's a villager up in the top that never got fixed. She's just standing there. Yeah, yeah. There we go. More villager production. There we go. And yeah, so we're still floating wood. So yeah, more houses. There's still another straggler treeville, so he can also build houses, or farms. There we go. Yeah. The other straggler treeville can also build farms. And we could get the blacksmith around now too if we wanted to go for an attack. So that's one thing. Obviously, it complicates things a little bit, but this is sort of when you would get the blacksmith.
Yes.
If you wanted to go for an attack. Generally, you want to be fortifying your walls with any buildings, so that blacksmith could have been on sort of a forward wall. Would have been a little bit better. Yeah. Cool. Nice. And our rally point is sort of all set to gold, which means we're going to be floating gold here. Ideally, it'd be set to straggler trees so that we can just make farms. And let's just keep making villagers. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So you see he has a bunch of archers here. So if you get fletching here, you might actually be able to take a fight, but you do need to get fletching. Make sure that your archer is your archers are control group, so you can jump to them so you don't lose them. Because he has 6 archers and you only have 4. So let's keep archer production. Yep, keeping archer production is really important. Yeah, fighting this guy is not that important. So yeah, just there we go. Nice. And you should probably group up with your reinforcements because you know he has more than you. So just falling back to your reinforcements is good. And yeah, so how many farms are we on? We're on 11, so we'll just keep making farms as we can. Got 2 more straggler treevilles, so might as well make 2 more farms.
Yep.
Perfect. Nice.
And
we have a couple of idols. There we go. You can use your select all idle villagers hotkey as well in these situations. It's really useful. Nice. Great. So now your reinforcements are together. Oh, there's his army. Beautiful. Yep. You have 8. He has 7, it looks like. So, let's see the micro. Oh, we're getting a little bit close. We're getting a little out microed here. Classic. It's tricky. It's tricky. So, when you take a bad fight, what you can do is just fall back, or you can try to go around the other side, but you don't really want to ever fight his army again because he just has more than you. Hang out in the middle of the map. That's where his army is, so you don't really want to hang out in the middle of the map. So we want to retreat behind walls, ideally. And then it's fine. So you can set your rally point inside. Yeah, you can open it and then just close it. I like this. Good. He's just on the berries, so it's fine. Oh, classic here. We just go like that. No problem. And we can go up now. We can go up. So,
cool.
Yeah, let's just go up. Don't lose the archers, though.
Oh.
So since we lost all the archers, it's kind of better to just go for skirms from here. So skirms, and we can get armor on the skirms. That's usually pretty good. There we go.
Where were you?
Nice. And I'd probably get a second range as well. Since he's full archers and we can't fight them, we sort of need to play skirmishers. Once your skirmishers are in, then you can probably do eagles after that. And armor's really important on skirms as well. So since he's getting
armor,
you never really want to let him in. So one thing that you can do is just get a market here, and he can never really get in. Oh, actually, wait, it's open by the berries. So we should definitely do that. We want to be watching. But yeah, basically you just keep him out. And we want to have constant skirmisher production here.
Yep.
Yep, there we go on both of
Any
them.
more?
Perfect. So see how the AI just is not very smart. He's just not really figuring out how to get in. But a real player still is going to have a bit of a hard time getting in.
Yeah.
With the rewalls behind. But yeah, rewalling behind is really key. You could be starting to build up eagles inside your 1 racks as well. That can be very strong. He's going to go for a tower, but it's fine. That tower doesn't really do anything. But remember, constant skirmisher production is really key.
Is a second barracks in this situation?
Not yet, because we need to save up for elite skirmisher. So since we have the market now, I'd probably buy a bit of wood and get elite skirmisher upgrade. And then also, Bodkin arrow, armor is also pretty good on them. There we go.
Yeah.
Nice. So you can get all of your army together, because you're about to be able to fight his army, but you need it together.
Alright, so should I put it on behind?
Yeah. Oh, not sure what happened there, but that's okay. You just group everything up.
Yep.
I would just delete this palisade and just get everything together. Ideally, you'd be attacking him with your upgrades, which just pretty much came in. So you can get more villagers queued. Yeah, always have villagers in there.
And there we go.
No need to attack him from that direction. You want to actually go out on the map.
Yeah. Alright.
Yep. There we go. Nice. And so in this situation, you could definitely... Oh, yeah, we don't want to have auto reseed. Oh, wait, we forgot to actually get horse collar. That definitely wanted to be in. We definitely wanted to play horse collar with this. But yeah, you can...
I forgot to get that. Yes.
Yeah, you can go to his base, though.
Okay.
So...
I want to avoid this army, right?
Well, no, you can easily kill it with what you have.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's sort of hard because he's going to nerd out. You pretty much want to just make ballistics in this situation, but yeah.
Yes, I'm going to need a university, which I don't have the wood for.
You can always buy like 100 wood. It's fine.
Yep.
There we go. And you can get bow saw as well. It's a pretty good upgrade. So one problem is we have auto reseed on, which means that we're spending all of our wood on farms, but we don't really need food right now. So it's just wood that we need. So I would turn off auto reseed. It's going to be much better. Yep.
Awesome.
But just keeping villager production. And look at this. We can do lots of damage if we're paying attention to the army. There we go. Nice. Getting some damage done here. Beautiful. Perfect. So let's keep let's keep skirmisher production.
Yep.
Yeah, ideally we can make units while attacking. That's really the key here.
Do we still keep making eagles?
Yeah,
like,
so yeah, we could go eagles now because now he will basically need to make something else because the skirmishers will counter all of what he has. This is where you should click ballistics as well. It'd be perfect.
Yes.
Nice. And we can start making eagle upgrades as well. So all that food that we're floating can be, eagle warrior, blacksmith upgrades, all that stuff. So opponent's going TCs, so we can just flood eagles into this. No problem. There we go.
Oh.
Yep. So what we want to do here is probably make 2 more barracks. Yeah, just run away. His army is upgraded now. Just run away. Run back to the base and group up.
Alright. Oh, why is my group not running back?
There we go. So while we're retreating, what we want to do, we still want to be making units. We should really have like 20 skirmishers in the back right now, but we want to constantly be making units. Houses.
I need houses.
2 more barracks is going to be really good as well. And getting the blacksmith techs for the eagles. Yep. So yeah, you could get a couple of barracks, sort of. They could be on the front or in the back, where the farms used to be.
I could check it there.
There you go. Nice. And
do we want our second TC down?
Not really, not really. We should be able to be fine without it. Let's just keep adding in units. We want to have another barracks coming in, and probably squires from the barracks, and also the second armor upgrade is going to be really good.
There we go.
Yep. So another barracks is going to be really useful, because the ideal is that we have lots of eagles coming.
Yeah. Do I want that squires? Surely I
Yeah,
want
squires.
right?
Squires is huge. But yeah, third barracks is going to go a long way. And also the second armor on the eagles will basically make them not useless. There we go. Oh,
Yeah.
so you know where his army is, so you can get your army to go there.
I will say it does make me a little nervous. That's that tower.
Yeah, it's not a big deal though. You will crush this army. Don't even micro. Just let your guys fight.
Right.
What's better is just queuing units and making a third barracks. Like those are the things that are actually important here.
All right.
There
we go.
Nice. So we have 1,000 wood, so we need to be able to spend it. A couple more TCs can be good. Ideally, we'd be spending it a little bit better earlier, but yeah, a couple more TCs is always good. So yeah, I'd probably want one on this gold up here as well.
Okay, I was going to grab the stone at the other end, but that's okay.
Yeah, eagles are pretty expensive gold-wise, and our main gold is getting chopped down, so it's definitely worth. There we go. Nice. You could kill this tower as well with a couple of eagles just to take out the palisade, and then you can just get rid of it. Yeah, because it will just keep giving you constant attack notifications.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice. Beautiful. So yeah, you can just keep up the skirmisher production. We can turn on auto reseed again as well now that we're adding TCs. It's a pretty good thing. And even heavy plow is good. There's wheelbarrow to get.
Yeah. I need the gold upgrade as well.
Yeah, that one on the way to Castle Age would have been pretty useful as well.
Yeah, I was going to get that much earlier, but that's all right.
Yeah, it's all good. There we go. And so tons of farms. Look.
Keep the fight.
Yeah. The fight is not important. Whatever. We'll just replace. Yeah,
Okay.
you can retreat. You can just retreat. Let's just add farms. We have 1,000 gold wood. We want to spend it all right now. Farms.
Okay.
We can get like 10 vills on stone. We can get 2 more archery ranges. There's tons of stuff.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah. There we go.
All right.
And first, let's queue villagers though. So make sure that villagers are all at least queued.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice. In this situation, I'd probably just buy a couple hundred food as well, just to keep eagles and skirmishers producing. There we go. Just keep the army production. Nice. And so let's spend all that wood. So do you know how to auto farm, like using the auto, just holding shift when you're placing farms? And yeah, just hover the TC. It's gonna be the best way. Yeah, maybe it's... All right, there we go. Nice. So you can select just like all of these woodcutters and just make a mill in the back and just make farms. And yeah, it'll be better than just... Yeah, okay, that works too. There we go. Nice, yeah, auto farmer all the way. And this is a pretty good spot to just stonewall, actually. Looking at it, if you just stonewall that, then your entire back is completely safe. Nice.
Production of military.
And this is where I just select all military and just patrol forward, because you have tons of guys now too.
Yeah.
Here we go. And yeah, house production. We can gear towards imp as well.
Yes.
So yeah, houses. And you could get stone mining upgrade as well. It's pretty good. Oh, wheelbarrow. That's another one that's definitely.
Yes.
Definitely is a good upgrade.
That's all right.
Nice. Great.
More skirms, more eagles.
Nice. So a couple more archery ranges on the front would be pretty good. Because
Yep,
skirmishers are pretty cheap.
So I can. Yeah, yeah.
Nice. And so ideally we want to get a castle sort of in the middle of the map now. So even on his base, we have map control. So we could get the castle on that hill where the gold is. So let's just start sending villagers forward. We have tons of woodcutters, so you can just sort of send woodcutters forward.
Oh, okay. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Well,
It always works. And yeah, when you send villagers forward, you also want to get your military to that location to support them, so that the enemy can't kill your villagers. So I would just issue select all military command and just click them to where you want to drop the castle, and just get everything going.
All military, is that shift?
I think it's shift comma. Yeah, that's what I think I use the default, and I think that's what it is, and it's really good.
Yeah.
There we go. So what we can do is also go up to the next age. Now we don't have prerequisite building. Ooh, that's pretty crazy. I would have probably placed it on the other side, but it'll work. It'll work. That's good. Nice. All right, so we want to be going up behind this. So we want to make sure that we have another prerequisite building, and yeah, so that'll be Siege Workshop or whatever.
I got the monastery building.
Perfect. And yeah, constant skirmishers is still good. We're floating tons of res, so we can always just do that. Oh, we accidentally yeah, you can hold control and cancel from the global queue. So to cancel those archers, yeah, just control click. It's yeah, super good. Nice. And I think what we want to do is transition back into archers here, because yeah, he's starting to add in longswords, so archers are going to be great. Now we do want to click up though, so like cancel stuff and go up. If you hold shift and control to cancel, you can cancel in multiples. So that's what I would do here, because then you can just click up to Imperial Age. Shift and control, and then just left click the global queue. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There we go.
So click up to Imp. Handcart and Town Watch are also pretty good.
Yeah.
There we go. And we don't really want to stop villagers until we have like 120 or so. Even 130, but yeah. There we go. And yeah, we'll just start making archers again, because this civ is very good at making archers.
That's right. We're going for archers now. So
there you go. And you could get some more eagles forward too, because he is making rams and.
Oh my lord! Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can kill the rams sort of with villagers for now that you have, but yeah, definitely. It's not a long-term thing. Plus his church is there too.
Yeah, that fortified church is a little bit of a pain.
Once you're up, you'll be able to make trebs, though. So one thing is that we don't really have enough gold. So we have lots of other resources, but not enough gold. So you can get some of your woodcutters on here. You can secure that forward. Yeah, there you go. You could even sell some food. Not too much, but just a little. Could be useful.
Yep.
There we go. And you have enough for another castle, too. So, you know, this, if you get a castle here, it blocks his attack path on that side. That could be really good.
All right.
There we go. You generally want to have it on the hill, like sort of here. That's gonna be
okay.
better. Yeah. Nice. There you go. And you're about to be up, so you always want to mentally prepare for once you're up. What are you doing? Trebs?
Chemistry,
Chemistry, Arb, well, Bracer as well. Bracer's like an instant buy. But yeah, Trebs right away. Trebs is like the first click. And then, yeah. There we go. And then Chemistry should come in as well. We don't want to overqueue Trebs because they are expensive. Like, we need that gold for Chemistry.
Correct. And I need Arbs.
There we go.
And I've got heaps of things, so I should get more archery ranges.
Nice. So this ram, you do have vills inside the castle, so worth it to
yes.
take out the ram.
Not that way.
Ooh. There we go. It'll go down. Nice. Sweet. So yeah, getting conscription is also pretty useful.
Oh, that is a lot of skirms.
Yeah, so if he's going skirms, you can make your own skirms as well.
Yep.
Yep.
And I should get more eagles out as well.
Yep. So let's spend. So you have
That.
you have a lot of archery ranges. I would select the archery ranges, hold shift, and then hit your skirmisher hotkey. Yeah, just queue like a bunch of units. That's the key here, is just having a bunch of units. And we still could use a bit more villagers as well. So we can just queue, yeah, just queue a bunch. Nice.
Awesome.
And I'd probably
Actually,
rally
I
my
think
troops
they're
here. Rallying the troops from there, this is sort of a better location to push
yep.
from anyways.
Elite Eagle Warriors, what do
Yeah,
you think?
that's perfect. Elite Eagle, you get the armor upgrade, the final armor. Like, just sell 1,000 of your food. Just shift, sell
Yeah.
twice, and yeah. And then we want to have conscription, El Dorado, and final armor.
Eldorado, final armor.
There you go. Now you're going to be fully upgraded. Now it's just time to make trebuchets and dominate. You're completely set up.
Let's see. Oh, I should probably build them out of this one. And go through here.
There we go. Nice. Yeah, so with Siege, you'll be able to just kill all. And actually, the Eagles can go deep now, too. They have the final armor, so you can just send them deep to go raid just everywhere. The AI is sneaky as well. I bet he's over here.
He's
on this
probably
gold.
got... Oh, you reckon? Okay. Let's see.
Oh, man. If you can get a monastery down here and take those relics that he collected for you, that'd be pretty good, too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah, as expected. He's over here. Taking all that gold. That's his only gold. There we go. And so
Beautiful.
we have tons of resources floating, so that's just another select all of your archery ranges. Yeah, exactly. Just queue a bunch. Select your barracks,
yeah.
queue a bunch, like max queue the eagles, and scream them forward. There you go. Nice. You can always make a bunch more barracks. Like in this area, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all idle villagers and just build like a ton of buildings. So like a bunch of barracks, and then queue them to go to the mining camp after. Just a bunch of production like that is always good to just make. There we go. Nice. So he has 2 castles way back here, so kind of interesting.
That is a great place for them. What are you talking about?
Kind of, I mean, they're good for production. Composite bowmen are pretty good. There you go. Nice. So to finish the game, what you want to do is just make sure that you have enough siege, and you want to be pushing with siege. So I'd ideally get like 4 or 5 trebs on the hill here, and then get all the army to support the trebs so they don't just die, and then push those castles down. And then he will be completely destroyed. So if you're lacking gold, obviously there's a few ways to get gold. Well, we should be taking the relics, but making sure that we have enough on gold if there is gold. Otherwise, just selling resources at the market. You can sell quite a few of your resources to just get gold, because, I mean, mines love gold. It's just all about gold here. Another thing that you can do to support your forward is to have a bunch of vills making a castle. So you want to have a castle to support the trebs, sort of like here, like this is going to be really useful.
Okay.
Because then your opponent just can't really deal with your trebuchets effectively. So it's very, very good. There we go.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Sneaky bills. And where we've got. Okay, there's the relics. I'll just grab all of those.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
guys
nice, you got
go
the shift
find more
keys.
bills.
Yeah, you can always just make more Eagle Warriors now. With 14 barracks, now you can make a lot of Eagles. There you go.
Yeah.
See how those queues are healthy. And,
Yeah,
I mean, more skirms always is good.
Yep.
This composition is just going to be very strong. Oh, yeah, these guys also have the Hilchi
there we go.
Javeliers. There you go. Extreme AI
Oh.
is nothing. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woo!
Do you play against the AI very often, or not really?
I do when I feel like I'm struggling.
Yeah.
And then I go back, and then I don't know. It feels like I do a lot of things where I play around, I guess, in the early feudal, and then I feel like he's got like no things, or he's too focused on like where he's putting his villages. So I don't actually spend a lot of time paying attention to my own eco, and then it falls apart if I haven't won in the first 10-15 minutes. So this was really good. This was very instructive.
Good.
This was
so
very, very, very instructive.
Yeah, would you say that you struggle against the extreme AI sometimes, or not really?
If it really depends. I would say yes, past the 15-minute line.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you were looking pretty dominant here late game, so good. Yeah, hopefully that's very informative to you. You can always rewatch the VOD as well. And
exactly.
And see,
don't worry.
Perfect.
I'll certainly be looking at it.
This will be going to YouTube as well, so yeah, it'll be immortalized.
Okay, awesome. Well, hello YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe.
All right, cool. Thanks for coming on.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue with the stream. So
you have a good day.
Yeah, you as well. All right. How was that? So yeah, that looked pretty even actually, and that was 800. No, yeah, 800, 900 elo. He's like 1,000 team game elo. So that was pretty solid, right? I can try it on ladder here. We did the 1 range there. Maybe I could try the 2 range. It's a bit late on for high level, but I mean, I can do it though, right? Should be good. All right, Britons Malians. Oh. Now here's a civ that could go 2 range. Archers. So, maybe we'll try it again here. Let's get it to work. This time we scout the base properly. And make sure that we actually have 2 wood lines that can be secured. Looks like the gold is going to be forward. Arabia wood lines are not very good these days. For the most part. This just does not look like a very good map. That is for sure.
Grayton?
Scouts, I mean, I could, but I'm just gonna go archers. Oof. Yeah, I don't really know how to secure this. We'll just res wall.
Ready.
Okay. Give him a sec. Imagine the mind games. Britain Scouts. If he goes Men at Arms, it's kind of rough though. As the Scouts player. Although, Britons could do like 18 up scouts, and then it's probably okay. I don't know where my boars are either. I didn't really scout properly, it looks like. Okay, well, I know where this boar is. Let's get this in. Oh, there it is. That'll be fine. Oh, I'll grab that one too. Next Bill can come out and build a house by the berries. We might wall that off. I might put the ranges here, maybe? It's kind of far, though. I sort of want to put the ranges in the front if I'm going to do it. Yeah. That'll be the play. Hope militia get snare one day. Yeah, I wonder if that would help them out. We don't really have that effect in this game, though. I'm gonna get 4 on berries anyways, so let's go there. Nice. Alright, time to go scout. I won't worry about the last deer. We'll go up on 21 bills. Other woodline, man, it's just still forward though. I think I'll go buy the gold, because then at least we can protect them both with a tower if necessary. Should be able to go up here. Hoping that the Briton sheep has carried a little bit. Oh yeah, it'll be easy. Start sending to gold as well. Do you think units gaining XP is a cool mechanic? Yeah, it doesn't really work in AoE, but it is kind of cool.
Ready, Cretan. Correct. Correct.
Yay, Equilin.
Ah, this guy kind of bugged out. That's great. Resource wall. Oh man, this bill is so fat. She got in the way.
Ready.
Resource wall.
Yay.
Cretan. Holden. Chopper. Ready.
Hit him with one arrow.
Holden. Chopper. Cretan.
Ready.
Res wall all.
Bolden. Chopper.
Might as well connect. Oh, actually, that doesn't even connect, but whatever.
Yay. Cretan.
Can just get it here.
Gather her.
It's not gonna get denied if it's there. Then it actually works towards a wall. Pretty sure he's got art or militia coming, so let's just do that. Oh, she's just stuck on nothing. They are.
Ready.
We need to see what he's doing. Maybe we place the archery ranges over here.
Correct. Bolden. Bolden.
Mandatum.
Bolden. Gatherer.
Close.
Yay. Mandatum. Ready.
Estora.
Yay. Mandatum. Estora. Cretan. Yours. Correct.
Oh.
Bolden. Ready. Bolden. Yay. Yay. Correct. Ready.
Oh, no.
Mandatum. Correct. Bolden. 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 Bolden.
Just doesn't even have anything under the TC.
Yay. Gatherer. Fish.
Oh man, I just get housed here.
Gatherer.
Ready. Bulden. Chopper.
Yeah, honestly, going up this late is just
Cretan. Yours.
it's too
Yay. Bulden.
Mandatum.
slow on this elo.
Yay.
He's towering it.
Chopper.
That's pretty bad.
Cretan. Ready. Chopper. Bolden. Mandatum.
Cretan.
Chopper. Bolden.
Mandatum.
Ready. Cretan. Correct. Bolden. Yay. Chopper. Yay. Bolden. Chopper. Mandatum. Bolden. Bolden. Bolden.
Let's see what we can do here.
Cretan.
D. Chopper. Cretan. Bulden. Ready. Yay. Mandatum. Correctus. Yay. Mandatum. Bulden. Bulden. Chopper.
Getting both of these is pretty good though. Oh, he doesn't even have fletching yet.
Cretan. Bulden. Bulden.
Okay, well, that was just pretty bad.
Mandatum. Bolden.
Yay. Bulden. Cretan. Chopper. Ready.
Still trying to overpower here.
Yay.
Bulden.
Yeah, I wish I didn't throw like 3 archers there though.
Yay.
This would have been much stronger with 10.
Mandatum. Equilin. Chopper. Cretan. Bulden. Mandatum.
Ready. Cretan. Ready. Bolden.
You know, the skirm meta, the 3 range is not worth it. Yeah. Oh man, disaster. Still doesn't have fletching though. Yeah, he knows that actually. Oh man. He must. Yeah, he just got armor.
Yay. Bulden.
Gonna need to get some farms.
Chopper. Bulden.
Or a market, I mean. Oh, I just have a bunch of skirms back here too. Okay.
Mandatum.
Chopper. D.
My eco is just too messed up.
Yay.
Correctus. Cretan. Bulden. Yay. Chopper. Cretan. Mandant Bulden.
Is he just full walled? Probably.
Ready.
Willem, Bolden, Chopper.
Actually, probably not, honestly. It's pretty...
Bolden,
Yay.
kind of a lot to wall.
Bulden. Chopper. Waiting. Bulden. Bulden. Chopper.
Huh? He just completely didn't see. Oh, this guy just randomly went back. Beautiful.
Ready.
It's working.
Bulden. Bulden.
ready.
Turns out just making dudes is really good strat.
Yay. Bulden.
He's dead. He won't get that CC up. I just have too much. GG. Nice. So, I mean, not the cleanest play, but alright, maybe it can do something. No amount of education is worth that many bills. So true. Oh my god, look at these stone walls. He definitely needed to finish the walls, but I mean, it's kind of hard to wall big, right? If you go 2-range archers and you just don't care about that much defense, you just get that tower down, you're relatively safe, and you just put the pressure on the opponent. He's going to need to keep his army at home, and he can't attack you, really. So, well, it worked. There we go. That's all we needed. We needed one game, win with 2-range archers, just to show it's possible. It's not such a bad strat that it's completely unviable. And I think it's the lower level you go, the more viable this is.